Yo, what's going on, everyone? You know what time it is. It is time for True Story Thursday's greatest podcast in the world. And this shit is about to get started right fucking now.
Break it down like this.
And I was like, really? Like, baby face? And the heels were going on. Dude, I thought he broke his neck. The greatest podcast in the world. What is going on, guys? You know what time it is. It is True Story Thursday's greatest podcast in the world, and you know who this is. This is the guy that spits out that truth like it is nobody's business. So this is the podcast. If you get easily offended, fuck off now, because this is the place where truth bombs get dropped, and there is nothing that is censored anywhere on this show. And as always, I am joined by two of the most incredible, sick legends in the fucking Wizard, and that is the big man in charge, Sarge, and big, don't call him little, T. What's going on, boys?
I get told it's perfect size. Leave me alone for a minute, would you? Jesus.
We got Achilles in the chat tonight. What's up, Achilles, my boy? Good to see you.
Always remember, brother, fun size is still a size.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, man. We got Adam Sandler in the chat. We got people joining. We got Brad Pitt in the chat. This shit is getting crazy.
He's awesome, bro. He's awesome, bro.
Dude, it is. Everything is awesome here, bro. True Story Thursdays is awesome. But I'm excited, man. I'm really excited, bro. We had a good interview drop on Tuesday night with Brody Marshall from Adelaide. Man, I got a bunch of content I'm going to be filming over the weekend, boys. And I'm going to tell you some of these interviews that I've got coming up, bruh. They make
any spoilers? We got any spoilers or any hints?
Yeah. Former adult film stars.
My favorite.
Yeah, I got a couple of them, and I've got a few wild ones that are going to be joining the show. But amazing. Just look, I just want to let everyone know in the chat, we are building towards something special here at True Story Thursdays. We are trying to take it to the next level. We are trying to get to be in a studio, have our own studio, our own place where we can have better audio quality, better film quality, all that good shit. So if you want to help us get there, we are a podcast for the people, by the people. So if you want to help us get there, throw in a super sticker, throw in a super chat, super thanks on YouTube or on Twitch, throw in some bits. We appreciate it. It helps us get to where we want to go, and that is bringing you the best quality of content out there today.
Or at least above average.
Yeah, well, you know. But hey, boys, I gotta let you know, I'm drinking Jack and Dry tonight. I've poured myself a pretty stiff drink here tonight. I'm ready to unleash. But boys, I'm actually feeling a little bit I'm a bit warm tonight. Yeah, I'm a bit warm. Just give me a sec. Would you just entertain the crowd for a second?
No. The show's coming undone, which means there's one thing.
Oh, God.
Fuck you.
Heels over strong, boys. Heels over strong, baby. Heels over strong. 38-10.
Don't make me call the Ultimate Warrior Joseph Swaliti to come in there and start a comeback on your ass, all right? Because it's ridiculous.
Hey, man, when I want my comeback, man, I'll scrape it off A-Girl's mum's teeth.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
It's still funny. He still wants a New South Welsh girl. That's weird. How's that happen?
Yeah.
Who's this? Me?
Yeah, mate.
New South Welsh girl?
Yep.
Yeah, A-Girl's mum.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, like I'll make her an honorary Queenslander. But boys, I was pretty excited with the State of Origin last night. I'm not going to lie. Whoa, $5 super chat. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in.
You're halfway there to get him a second Queensland jersey. I think Kleenex are going for about 2 for $7, so that should cover
it. What the fuck? You grew up in New South Wales?
Yeah,
I did.
It's a fair point.
Born in Queensland, bro.
It's not something you admit to people, though.
Hey, my dad is a born and raised in Queensland, and man, ever since I was little, I've always gone for the Broncos, always gone for Queensland. So That's
pass
the
on.
story.
Pass on my condolences to your parents.
Hey man, but State of Origin, what a fucking night! 7 minutes in, boys. 7 minutes in, and Sawali was boom sent to the back, baby. The referee was like, high spot, gone, son.
Right,
See,
Wally did not miss. Like, I feel sorry for him. He's copping a lot of slack, but he's fucked if he does and fucked if he didn't. Like, if you sit there and just wait for Reece Walsh, he's going to do whatever the fuck he wants, which is not good. You got to jam in. If he's an inch and a half taller, the bloke's got ribs missing. So it's just one of those things. Like,
yeah, but let's be honest.
Say he passed the concussion protocol when he's fucking snoozing, I will never know. That's a mystery.
See, but do you remember the years with Origin where there was no such thing as like a penalty? Like you could get it. Like it's especially 7 minutes in because the refs got to like keep that level up for the rest of the game after that. Like there's pretty much no shoving or anything after that one incident, or is he going to get sent to the back? Like,
what was this? His Wikipedia got changed by gutted fans. Was that Sawali or what?
Yeah, but definitely. Like, so there's a thing that they do. They'll go on the Wikipedia and like change shit.
Yeah.
Like I think they changed Reece Walsh was like the son of Jerome Luai last year. And like, like some of the shit's just hilarious.
That's a huge pop for you, bro.
To be honest, yeah, we lost, but you're not going to beat any NRL side with 12 men for 70 minutes. It's not going to happen. They're too good.
No.
Man, you know what, bro? Like, I feel like New South Wales really played their heart out, but by the end of the first half, they were exhausted, bro. Like, they were cooked. They were cooked more than, like, we are on a Thursday night. But, like, well, more than Sarge after a bottle of wine. You're never going to live that down, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm never going to live that down.
Hey, I love you, Sarge.
I know, bro. We're going to have to redo that again after next year's WrestleMania.
Oh, dude. I feel like drinking like competitions and stuff is stuff that we just really need to do more of. Like, I'm not going to lie. I think it's just a good idea. I mean, I'm sure your wife is sitting there going, no, hell to the no.
No. If that happens again, I don't think I'll be allowed to even use the internet. Like, I'm going back to a flip phone after that if that happens again.
Like, getting back in the State of Origin, like even Paul Vaughton, who is the most one-sided Queenslander I've ever seen. Like, I can sit there and go, oh, that was a good try by New South. Like, I can appreciate New South Wales having a good game, right? I can appreciate them playing well. Even when they beat us, I'm like, okay, cool. I get it. Like, they're good, right? But like Fatty Vaughton was like, he's always been like, oh mate, like he's just blinded when it comes to Origin. But even he said, he's like, I don't know, man, that kind of seemed a little bit fucking sus. Like he said Walsh slipped into it, but if you see it, Walsh, like, bro, he went stiff, and I don't mean stiff in a good way. He went stiff, like boom, like that was scary, bro. You can't tell me he wasn't conscious. He didn't lose consciousness. He was out, bro.
He was out before he hit the ground, man. He was stiff before he hit the ground. He was grabbing the imaginary handlebars, bro. He was fucking out of it. He was mowing the lawn, cunt. He was gone.
Counting all those lights.
Well, they said he was stage one.
Category one.
Category one, sorry.
One.
But like
so
they
it's
said,
a mandatory 11 days to stand down.
Well, they said he was okay and he was fine. And my missus was blowing up. Like Mrs. Austin was not even like, man, I tried to roll over in the middle of the night and have a bit of a little bit of a cuddle, special cuddles. And my wife turned around, she's like, get away from me, you filthy Queenslander.
Wow. See, that's the person we need to get on the podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, mate, I'll call Mrs. Austin in now. But look at this, Achilles, another super sticker, $5. Sarge to take a few shots of fireball. Sorry,
horse papers.
A few for $5. Come on, mate.
Hey,
Come
boys,
on, Achilles.
hey, boys. But before we get any further, let's appreciate our live audience here. Let's give them some appreciation here. We got sensational LJ94. He rarely misses an episode. What is up, my dude? We're going to be getting into it and much, much more. We got Devil in Disguise in the house. After those fireballs, I'm glad Sarge didn't walk in with a chicken mask, bro. That was that was almost coming up, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
The shirt was off. It was going to happen.
Yeah. We got William Dafoe in the audience. This is just getting out of hand. We got Mr. Hardy Productions. All-Star is the best wrestling company. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they're a step above.
There's always one.
Yeah, bro.
Needs a pooper. That's why they invited you. Party pooper.
Maybe they're the best at sucking or like drawing 40 people, but whatever, bro. We'll give them that, bro.
That's all right. No, it's all right. No. We're going to be the bigger men here. We respect and appreciate all hobby feds. We are the bigger men.
That's it.
And mud shows, bro. Like, straight up,
we're going to respect them all. We're going to respect them all. We respect 100%. All outlaw mud shows, all hobby feds. We respect it.
Yeah,
it's mud shows.
Yeah, to shit shows.
Shit shows.
But bro, even sensational LJ 94 says, bottom line is Suwali led with the shoulder, doing his best Ultimate Warrior impersonation, and should have been a sin bin regardless. I'm a New South Wales fan all the way through, but Walsh slipping is irrelevant. I agree, bro. I mean, Suwali just went in there, like, bro. You could see Walsh's soul leave his fucking body. After, like, if you freeze frame it at the right time, you just see that shit leave.
There's not a lot, like I said, he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. You got to jam in. You got to play physical with Walsh. It's the way he doesn't like it. You've got to try and make him uncomfortable. Unfortunately, Suwali, he got it wrong.
Yeah. See,
like if he pulls that off, we're all sitting here tonight going, buddy, did anyone see when Reece Walsh got 3 of his ribs sent through his fucking rib cage? Like, unfortunately, it just is what it is. It's stuffed up, but they kept trying. That was the thing I liked. Yeah. We kept trying. Liam Martin made sure he got his fucking money's worth on a couple of them Queenslanders.
Oh, bro,
see, it's one of those things being a South supporter where I'm used to my team losing, and to me, I don't care. I don't care when my team loses anymore. I just want to see two teams battle it out and just go balls to the wall, put 100% effort in for the whole 80 minutes. And you know what? New South Wales did what they could for 80 minutes. It just wasn't enough.
Bro, I feel like Origin, I feel like Origin, they just need to throw the rule book out the window and go, listen, boys, we're not saying go out there and punch on. But
are we though?
Go out there and punch on a little bit. Like, let's go back to the biff.
State of Origin should be at the end of the full season where no one has to worry about getting injured for the next round, and take it back to 95 rules and just let them play. If a fist gets thrown in a scrum, well, a fist gets thrown in a scrum. If they've got to contest a scrum for a change, then they've got to contest a scrum for a change. Like,
what do you reckon they like? So we all know what a cattle dog is, right?
Yeah, 100%.
What do you reckon it'd be now? What would the word be now, you reckon?
Pussycat. Cat. Give him that. Give him a push, boys. Give him a push. Look like you're going to hit him, but don't do shit.
Micro cat.
Yeah. That's it. Just grab the collar and just lead him around like this.
But, bro, like, you sent me a clip of, like, the women's Origin match, bro.
Oh, that's on now.
Bro, you sent me the clip, and this front row from New South Wales, bro, she was a beast. And
Caitlin Johnston was her name.
Bro, she is a weapon. She just came out at, like, she is a savage-looking lady, and she absolutely knocked the living freaking daylights out of that poor girl.
She told Joseph Swaliti to hold my beer and showed him how it's done properly.
I'll show you how it's done.
And I was watching it just before we done this.
Yeah.
Because, you know, your boy has a gambling problem. So I was watching it, buddy, just before, and I've seen that, and the missus jumped out of bed, the poor thing, because I've just screamed the house down. Yeah, but we need it. I'm going to address this one because this one's giving me the shits.
Yeah.
So, yes, Jake Trebojevic did sit on the bench from the 25th minute to the fucking 73rd. I kind of get it. We needed points. Jake Trebojevic isn't going to get us points. Do I agree with other people he had out there? Fuck no. I don't understand why we had Spencer Leniu and Okatalau on the bench when we needed points.
Yeah.
But I can get why Jake Trebojevic wasn't there. And if we want to really point the finger at anyone, we got a couple of other people you can easily point at before you point at Jake Trebojevic, to be completely fucking honest.
But you know what? Even Sensational here says the hits in NRLW hit harder than the men in general. These broads are insane. Watch me get cancelled for calling them broads. Bro, no one's going to cancel you here, brother. Like, we've been trying.
In my mind, the 1940s are still here, so you're all good.
Have you watched a full game of an NRLW?
No.
Honestly, it's really bloody good. It's, you know how, like, with the NRL now, you can almost get monotonous with the block plays and they all run the same shape and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the same thing. You just think it's two different color uniforms.
Yeah, for real.
Bro, nah, that's stripped back to basics. Like, the halves are legitimately first receivers. They run the ball more than the blokes do. Like, they just hit each other with the kitchen sink. There's no regards to their own body. They just don't give a shit for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's like they'll offload the ball. Like, while I was watching it then, it's in the pissing down rain.
Yeah.
And they're still throwing 30-meter cutout balls and not giving a shit.
Bro, because the thing is,
it's so entertaining.
Because these women are trying to get paid. You know what I mean? Like, they're earning probably like hardly any money from doing this, and the guys are making what, like high in the six figures? And
they're taking annual leave to play today.
Yeah, bro. They're probably getting like maybe 20, 30 G's a year, bro. So they're trying to go out there and build something. And man, hats off to those ladies, bro, because you don't see the NRLW, you know, athletes going, oh, we should deserve to get paid the same amount as the men do. No, they're going out there to prove that you should go out there and watch this game, bro. They're proving that women's rugby league is worthy of going and spending whatever it is for a ticket to go and sit there and enjoy it. And bro, like, you know, like offset, like my son is my eldest is obsessed with rugby league, bro. He'll watch bro, he doesn't care. He'll go and watch the 1989 grand final. Like, he's
good. That's what you should be watching.
I had him watch his first game of rugby union this past weekend, and I sat down.
How'd he go?
I put on the Bledisloe Cup from last year, and I was like, "Hey, just watch this. Tell me what you think." And he starts flipping out. He's like, "They're going to lose the ball. What are they doing? They're not playing the ball. What's this?" And he actually said, "What's this line-out gimmick?"
Bro, you know, for me, the rugby union is so far ahead of rugby league in my world. It's not funny. Like, the ball's always
not going to be that
contested.
way for long, champ. Unfortunately, the union has no money.
Yeah, I get it. But you know what? For me, there is nothing better than watching two packs of forwards pack down a scrum and contesting that. And there is also nothing better in this world than an All Blacks line-out, because they're just in a different world when it comes to that sort of thing.
One of the things I always put over with the union, I love going when they have the sevens, when they do the big sevens tournaments over 2 days.
Yeah.
That is something. I remember going to one, and it was one of the greatest atmospheres I ever bloody been to. You'd had people in a different, like, obviously going for a different country, like 2 rows in front of you. Both years are bagging each other to the hills for about 15, 20 minutes. And then both years are laughing, going, yeah, that was good, that was good. And that's it. No punch-ons, no nothing. You're calling everyone the most vile shit you can think of. And then everyone's just laughing at the end, going, oh, you got us, or oh, you got us.
And it's all in 7 minutes as well.
Yeah. Like, it's unreal.
It's such a good game. Such a fast-paced game as well. Such a good one to watch. We were down at the entertainment quarter a couple of months ago, and we're in the quay, and it had the aqua rugby on, which was I think it's this platoon that's on the water, with a smaller size pitch, and I think it was it 5-on-5, and I think it went for about 7 minutes, or 6-on-6.
Yeah,
and it went for about 5 or and it went, I think 5 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And mate, such a fast-paced game. It was just really fun to watch. Like,
You know, they were doing a gimmick with that too, though. They did a gimmick thing where it was like pretty much like the dodgeball, like the average Joes could put a team in.
yeah, that's it.
And you could
Yeah.
like you could just go out there. I was like, bro, you know how hard I was trying to get a bloody wrestling one together?
Bro, I'm down.
Out there and fuck around.
I'll be the coach. Like I'm not playing. I'm too old for that shit, bro. But I like.
Buddy, I'd do it.
I'll do it, mate, in a heartbeat.
I'll come out of retirement for that shit.
Well, dude, when I was about 38, right? Like, I think that's. Hang on, no. Yeah, I was about. No, I was younger than that. I was probably about 32, 33. And I said to my wife, I want to sign up for an old boys rugby team and go play. and she's like, mate, you got no chance. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, there's no way. Like, because man, I've had so many fucking injuries from rugby over the years and like fighting and stuff like that she's like, your body could not take it. I go, but even now at 42, like, I'd love to just go and have one game.
Why don't you go look at the Masters? Do they do one out your way? I know Penrith do it's called the Masters.
Yeah.
And you get different, I think it's different. I think it used to be, when I last looked, it was different colored shorts. And like you wore blue or one thing to be like tagged. You wore like a different one to be bloody tackled. Another one to be like just sort of jerked, like grabbed, like hug type of deal.
Yeah.
And they just played 7 minutes each way.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
and
like
then they drink
my
for 3
old man
hours.
told me he's done it. Like old coaches have done it. It's absolutely hilarious,
dude.
Mate,
send me the details because I'd do it. Like,
yeah, I'd come out to do it.
The thing is,
Are we gonna have a true story? Are we gonna have a true story Masters team? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm in.
The thing is, for me, like, I know at 42 years of age, like, I'm in okay kind of shape. Like, I could probably be in better shape. But
we need a big bench, bro. I'm gassing.
But yeah, but I'll say, for me to go and get tackled and shit like that, bro, like, I would just be like, nah. Like, I would wake up the next day and be like, fuck this shit. I'm done.
Just learn to bump, mate. It will save your life.
Achilles is in. That's it. We got a front row already. We got Sergeant.
That's it.
Tackle us now, Dix. Tackle us now. You got nothing.
I said the same. On your topic piece, I said the same thing. My wife a couple of years ago was, I wouldn't mind one more year of rugby. One more, just to get out and have one more run on the pitch. And she was like, "All right, well, when are you gonna find time to do it?" I'm like, "Oh well, that's another good question." But I was like,
well, my son's football club, they do an over 35s team, but it's touch footy. And me and one of the other dads were standing there at training one night, and they were like, "Hey, you guys should really get involved and come and have a game." And he just goes, "Nah, if it was tackle, I'd give it a crack." And I go, "Yeah, me too." And I stop. I look at this other dad, the team who I get along quite well with, and I'm like, "Who the fuck are we kidding, bro? We're gonna go out there. We're going to get tackled once. We're going to go, fuck that. We're going to go sit on the bench for the rest of the game. We're going to have all the gear, no idea." And like, I said, mate, then we're going to sit there and we're going to drink till fucking midnight on a Saturday night and be written off on a Sunday. And he goes, "And what the fuck's wrong with that cunt?" And I went, "Not a damn thing, bro. Where do I sign?"
No, I'd go down to my first scrum and then get wheeled out in 7 minutes like Todd Kefu did in the Rugby World Cup.
When I was 16, bro, I got a fractured neck from playing football. I fractured my neck. Yeah. I packed down in the scrum. We went in and like my head was low like that for some reason, and the scrum collapsed, and basically all the way to the front row just went like that. And I heard like that. And I got up, I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel right. I played on for a bit, then it the opposition scored a try, and I came off, and I said to my dad, I go, like, I feel like my neck is like, you know, when you got to crack your neck, and I'm like trying to do these ones and trying to crack it. And he's like, "Oh, all right, yeah, whatever." And then we had one of our boys come off from getting split open. So the coach was like, "Oh, we have to play, with 14 boys." And I said, no, I'll go back on. I'll have a run. And I went back on, and went straight back into the front row. And then after the game, I'm like, oh, like I've got this really hot feeling down my spine, like it's burning.
Ooh.
And my dad goes, look, let's just go to the hospital. We go in there, we do the whole X-rays and stuff, and we're sitting there waiting. And they go, how did you get here? And my dad's like, he fucking drove. And he's like, yeah, but how did you get in here? He's like, he walked with his legs. Like, what's the problem? He goes, your son's got a fractured neck. My dad just looked at me and goes, you little tough cunt. But yeah, and then my first game back after that injury, I went from then being a 17-year-old playing in like reserve grade. And I went and played with the men, and it was just like, that was a different world altogether.
It's such a big step. Like even just speed wise, I remember when we were younger, you used to be like, you want to go play for the next year up? And then, you're just kids, you just want to play whatever. So like, yeah, we'll go. You get on there after 2 minutes, you bloody look like you're bobbing for apples. You feel like your lungs are about to collapse, going, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man, that's some wild shit. But yeah, look, the heart of me wants to have one more game, but like
we're doing it, mate. We've got a Masters team. We're doing it.
That's it.
We're doing it. The truth, mate. Do we want Akel or Fly Guy? Which one do we want?
Ooh.
We've never seen them both in the same room, so
can we have them both?
They can interchange each other, right?
Sure,
we can. We can. I think so. I mean,
I reckon. Well, we only really need 5 people and put in 10 because we'll just throw our gimmick names in the other.
Yeah, that's it.
Even better. Well, I don't have a gimmick name, so
we'll find you one. Don't worry about it. We'll make it up.
I actually had someone ask me this week. They go, what's your shoot name? Piers Austin. That is my shoot name.
Carmen Electra. Look it up.
Oh, dude. But could you imagine if in like State of Origin, right, if like they took like the pro wrestling mentality and someone just like pulled out a chair and just bang?
No, I seen one. I bullshit you not. I've seen one on Instagram. It was like a rural rugby, just whatever. And the kid makes a break, and the fullback's just like Kevin Nash style, lifted up the right foot and just bang, collects his cunt in the head. Just perfect bump. Like, honestly, it looked like the end of a high spot. This kid sold it. Like, get him a contract. This kid sold better than half of the bloody New South Wales team. That was unbelievable.
See, that's something I'd like to see as well. Like, if watching a game and then every hit is like pro wrestling. Like, the big tackles are the big pick up and drop spine buster, and the spears are like Goldberg punching through somebody.
Imagine if like
that. Sometimes run the ball, cops and fucking arm Anderson spine buster.
Imagine if he like plays like running with the ball and like some big unit just like grabs him by the throat and fucking chokes him into the ground.
I'm just imagining how bad Giant Gonzalez would have been.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
You know you're going bad when Taker can't carry you, let alone
Oh, yeah, Vince McMahon did the XFL. Did you guys ever watch any of the XFL?
No, I didn't.
No.
That was fucking crazy. That was like that was they had Jim Ross doing commentary on it, and that was my God, he's broken in half.
Blood gets smashed. Oh God, he's got a family.
He was like, "It's the Undertaker! It's the Undertaker!" Wrong sport, Jim.
Just put some barbecue sauce on it; it'll be fine.
Yeah, Rock does
sticking out his hands.
With it. Rock hasn't done anything with the XFL, I don't think.
No, I think because they bought. I'm pretty certain he bought it the year they went into COVID lockdown. So, no, it wasn't. No, that was the year Vince brought it back. Was the year COVID hit, and then Rock and $7 bought it last year. And I remember seeing a heap of hype videos, him going around all the different camps and hyping the crews up and all that sort of stuff. And then it never made mainstream media besides the stuff that he did. So,
dude, did you guys see? I was actually saw something interesting this week. TNA wrestling is actually downsizing, and they actually had Lou D'Angelo who, if fans watching this don't know who Lou D'Angelo was, he was part of ECW. He was
Signed by Dudley.
Yeah, he was signed by Dudley. But he was part of like the live events promotions for TNA. But TNA have been releasing a lot of people from the back end. And I was saying to you boys earlier, a lot of companies do this and they try and cut costs when they're about to sell. And I've said this for the last few weeks. I believe TNA is going to be sold in the next year to 2 years. And I think WWE is looking at it. Because if you look at it, Jordan Grace there, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the dipping the toe in, because I guarantee you that WWE is sitting there looking at their tape library going, want it. You know what I mean? Because it's like the performers like Kurt Angle,
AJ Styles,
AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, all those guys. That's just more of a video library of them that they can use to promote.
In their prime as well.
Exactly. So I definitely think TNA is going to be sold in the next year or two, bro. Like straight up. And I think WWE is going to be the main buyer. What do you guys reckon?
Look, I'm a massive TNA fan. I've been a fan of the product since day one. Yeah, pretty much for TNA. Yes, mate. When you got announced to do that Impact tour, and I'm sitting back going, that piece of shit. But besides the point.
Tell me how you really feel.
Well, Westlife's small fireball. But like I look at it and I think under Triple H, TNA might not be a bad purchase, because look, for me, TNA has always been one of the better products. They've always had great stories. They've always had great performers. It was a big letdown when Scott D'Amore was gone. It was finished up, because I think he was the backbone of that company and did some great things.
He's an absolute
talent. I think if WWE was to buy it in the current state, they'd have to bring Scott D'Amore back, just to get back. So he's got someone there that knows what they're doing and how to run a show. But under Triple H, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
I don't think
if it was under Vince, completely different story. But under Triple H,
I don't think they would run shows. I think TNA would just acquire it, acquire whoever they wanted out of the roster. Release the rest. You know what I mean, or pay out the rest of the roster, and take their picks. Like Devlin Disguise says, apparently Moose was begging Jordan Grace to put in a good word, bro. Like that is. You know what I mean? Like that's a fucking worker and a half, bro. Yeah, of course he's interested in going to WWE and TNA, NXT. What worker isn't? Like that isn't a fucking shock horror. You know what I mean? Like it really isn't, bro. Like where do they put all that talent, bro? Like they won't keep a majority of the talent. If WWE acquires it, I'm telling you now, they'll probably take maybe 10 guys. They'll probably do a small invasion angle, and it'll probably be on NXT, maybe 10, 15 guys, or get them through that angle of a 2-month, 3-month deal. And then like WCW, they'll slowly cut them, because when WWE bought WCW, they sent a lot of their talent to, I think it was HWA. And like I remember Kiwi telling me, he's like, he got picked up by WWE after the fold of WCW, and it was like their main role was to get guys like Cena, Batista, Lesnar, those guys ready for television. As soon as those guys were like moved to OVW, guess what, boys? You ain't needed anymore. See you later.
But I also don't think it's good for the business for them to buy TNA and close it up. Because you need somewhere for people to get more experience working television events than just training in a warehouse or doing live events in random Florida towns. Like the experience you get working in front of a camera and working in front of a live crowd like that, you can't learn that elsewhere without being in that. And I think if WWE was to buy TNA and let them run shows, like, even if it's with NXT guys, it's not a bad thing either.
I mean, maybe for like live events and stuff like that, but I can't see WWE investing money once they buy a TNA to run pay-per-views and weekly
but it's
shows.
saying
I
that-
just don't see it.
Weren't they looking to invest in? He was the guy who started all that Japanese women's wrestling, and then he's gone on his own. He was in charge of Stardom, and now he's running his own Fed, and WWE are doing something with that as well, or they're a partner or something.
Kiji Yamamako, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
You fucking dick. That's a dick move, bro. You just
I have no idea. I don't
yeah.
know. Vince McMahon's buying it for me. It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
It was me.
Vince McMahon's
How good would that
buying
be?
imagine that. It's like they just out of like a random episode of like TNA wrestling, you just hear no chance in hell.
Oh
And,
no,
like,
I want a 180. I want a 180. I want them to be like Triple H, like, I now own TNA wrestling. And then
I
the last
want
episode of Impact, Vince comes out. This title says, "Hey McMahon, but not the son-in-law, you piece of shit."
Mate, I want Vince to come out and just go, well, I now own TNA, pal. And I gotta say, that steroid up Jordan Grace, she makes me go, oh, she makes me want to shit. Vince is gonna shit. Vince is gonna shit.
He's got a shit.
That might get me cancelled.
That'd be the best part. Imagine that. Buddy, is that not the greatest underdog story of all time? You got Vince McMahon literally shit his way out, and then he's gonna shit his way in. It's the
And then it
Stephen
just ends up in a
Bradbury of the
feces
wrestling
fight.
world. It's the Stephen Bradbury of the wrestling world. Was never meant to win, and he's gonna win. Let it happen. Come on, book it.
Bro, Drago reckons WWE is never going to buy TNA. I'm telling you, bro, it is in the fucking works. I know. Bro, what's Ring of Honor now? Ring of Honor, like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's the place where AEW, it's like their belt warehouse. It's where they keep all the belts.
Well, bro, AEW has like fucking 18 fucking belts. Like, what in the fuck are you like, bro? How much TV time does AEW really have? Like, every match is like a fucking title match.
That replica belt money must be on point, eh? They must be buying so much of that shit. Like you've got to be selling them like hotcakes, surely, to just go, oh, we got a new one. Buy these one, cunts.
Yeah, that's it. No, you just paint it red, and everyone buys the next one.
Hey, talking about sexual deviants, did you guys see the news about Kanye West?
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to talk about me.
What's Akel done now?
We love you, Akel. Very small, in short spans, but we do.
Oh, bro. Yeah, Kanye West is being sued by his ex personal assistant for sexual harassment. Which
I
just
don't mean to laugh, but fucking what?
Where is it? I bought the. Where is this? Let me bring the news article up because it fucking popped me so fucking hard when I saw it. And apparently, like, so Ye gets sexual harassment. His former assistant files a sexual harassment lawsuit, and some of the things that he would do would masturbate while on the telephone with her. And one of the things I read, he was like, yeah, my dick is racist. I'm going to go beat this racist dick. Fuck. Like, that is some cringy shit, bro. That is some wildness.
That's when you start role playing and not telling your partner.
So the suit alleges that Ye, who legally changed his name from Kanye West, repeatedly sent her sexually explicit photos and videos, asked her inappropriate questions about her sex life, and masturbated in front of her. The suit says that Piscotta, the former assistant, did not welcome or encourage these offensive acts, texts, videos, and statements. I'm sure she didn't. And did not condone his behavior. I'm sure she didn't. Mind you, she was also making $1 million a year on OnlyFans before she became so. And bro, she worked for him for like what 3-4 years, and at the end of it, she was like the chief of staff. So you've gone from being an only hoe, like you've gone from being an only hoe to coming across working as a personal assistant and then in 4 years being the chief of staff. Makes perfect sense in any fucking world, bro.
Yep.
Maybe she's just really good at her job, or
Well,
or Kanye West could just be doing Kanye West shit.
Well, apparently, in response to these baseless allegations, Ye will be filing a lawsuit against Ms. Piscottia, who actively pursued him sexually to coerce employment and other material benefits, then engaged in blackmail and extortion when her advances were rejected, the statement said.
jeez.
It is evident that Ms. I can't even pronounce her name, leveraged her association with Ye and his company and her proximity to him to seek material gains, clout, and employment through inappropriate means, and the statement said. The lawsuit details numerous times Ye allegedly sent sexually graphic text messages. Like, bro, like in this day and age, right, you've got to be a fucking idiot to fucking be at a well-known celebrity and go, hey man, I'm gonna take a pic of my junk and send it to this chick, and let's get some only home fucking pussy here. Like,
It's
bro.
Kanye West, cunt. It's Kanye West.
Oh, here it is. So
It must just be a billionaire thing.
So the message, where is it? The lawsuit details numerous times Ye allegedly sent sexually graphic materials to her, including one incident which the rapper asked, "Be honest with me, is my dick racist?" It is the message alleged read, "This fucking racist dick of mine, I'm going to stare at pictures of white women with a black ass and beat the shit out of my racist dick. This ain't right, bro. After 400 years, we still at this point."
God.
Damn, bro. He was like, he went full Kunta Kinte on that thing, man. Like, he was not fucking holding back. He's like, don't call me Toby.
Jeez.
He's
I'm
lost
sure-
the plot. He's gone. Stick a fork in him. He's cooked.
Bro, that's more outlandish shit than Vince McMahon's shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, but you got to think, man, like you see these celebrities like, Ye and Puff Daddy and some of the wild craziness that they do. But like, the thing is, like, in that life, and I was reading this article, is like that these guys, the crazy shit that they get up to is because like they start out normal, where it's like, yeah, like, whether you're single, you're getting all this attention put on you. You start like banging one chick, then you start banging two, and then two turns to three, and then three turns to three girls and another dude. Then it's like three dudes and fucking four girls and some toys and all this crazy shit, to the point where it just keeps leveling up, that these guys can't actually have a regular sex life because the insanity of what's on offer to them is just fucking through the moon.
She takes my money
when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling. Only indeed.
Man, she's a gold digger.
Oh, fuck AI. I wish I had stupid money like that. See what happened to me. Oh, bro.
He's actually just living every single man's dream, and he's getting a lawsuit.
Oh. She was okay. So it gets better. In September 22,
it doesn't.
the suit says that she was offered a promotion to chief of staff and was told that she would receive an additional $3 million. It said that she was supposed to receive the money in a lump sum, but she never got it.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I'll tell Kanye whatever he wants to hear about his dick for $3 million. I'll tell him it's racist as fuck. I don't care whatever he wants to hear. I'll tell him it's bloody she sells by the fucking seashore. If that's $3 million, I don't give a fuck. I'll say it.
For $3 million, I'll tuck my dick between my legs and pretend I'm a chick. Fuck, for $3 million, I'll tuck my dick in between my legs and pretend I'm a chicken and clock. I
don't give a fuck, man. $3 million, fucking sodomize me on live TV with a rusty fish at night. There's not a fucking fuck. I don't care.
Oh, man. Coyote's probably watching this going, I'm really glad I wasn't on this episode tonight.
I'm head cold.
Yeah, that's what
The
Kanye said.
oldest gimmick in the book, Coyote. Oldest gimmick in the book.
Jeez.
Oh, bro, fucking yeah. Kanye West version of a head cold is when she puts an ice cube in her mouth. Anyway,
Yeah.
oh man,
I didn't
bro.
say she was a gold digger.
Oh, bro, alcoholic Adam in the house. His name is Torture after all. I think T just leveled up. Sarge would beat Kanye's dick like it owed him money. I'm so glad
For
our
$3
audience.
million bucks, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad our audience is just fucking down for this crazy wild
Like,
shit.
I'd beat it with Monopoly money, to be honest, if that's what he wants.
Oh fuck!
You gotta think about it, $3 million. Like,
A year.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you could sit there and literally go, like, oh, Dad, did you really do that for $3 million? Well, your mum did it for a coffee. So, really, who's for you to get hit?
Could you
Like-
imagine? Can you just imagine what life is going to be like, right? In about 40 years' time, when we're in our like 60s, and well, fuck, what is it? 30 years? I'll be in my 70s, but like, could you imagine what life is going to be like? Hey, Grandpa, tell me how you met Grandma. Well, son, you see, we went through this thing called a pandemic, and what I did was, I was on TikTok. And I was scrolling through videos and I saw your grandmother and she was wearing like a G-string bikini, shaking her ass up and down, and it had link in bio. So I clicked that link in bio and it went to this website called an OnlyFans page. Yeah, that's right. It was before MySpace. So anyway, I subscribed to Nana's OnlyFans. Right. I subscribed to Nana's OnlyFans. You know, and like that's where she actually answered my what we called DMs back in the day, which was direct messages. So then your grandmother said, hey, you know, blah blah blah. And look, granddad in his like 30s, he had this thing called a foot fetish, where basically it's so important. So after sending grandma, you know, hundreds of dollars every single month, she finally agreed to let me be called let's just call it a sugar daddy, right? So anyway, it's not important the meaning of that. So then after copious amounts of money, she finally agreed to go on a date with me. I had to buy her all this expensive lingerie and also lots of nice expensive bags. And then after a while, I just wore her down. Well, basically not wear her down. I basically stalked her out of the front of her house. I was like, you know, hiding behind bushes and just sweating and peeping in windows and shit. And she basically felt sorry for, well, I roofied her. And then next thing you know, I took her through a drive-through wedding and here we are. And here you go.
I just feel like Akel really needs to listen to that and just think, you know, when he tells his future kids how him and Ree met, that he didn't get it that bad. Because that will be a true story one day. True story.
True story. Greatest podcast in the world, boys.
Oh.
Man. Bro, I'm just kidding. Facts, man. Like this shit is crazy, man. Like that is going to be some romantic shit. It's like, you know, granddad just, he liked grandma's fat ass just bouncing up and down. And then, you know, like, and granddad's, she did make content with other guys for the first 3 years we were together, but that's okay.
That's okay, because he only did it when you weren't home.
Mm.
Just when your friends go to school and say, I seen your mummy doing this, just remember it's a lie.
Yeah.
We live in a matrix. We live in a paradox.
And
I just remember, your dad pays for the subscription.
And then the granddad would be like, and I thought my vasectomy would stop me having kids. It apparently just changes the color.
Oh, oh no.
That's the generation that's the generation of people, man.
The good
That's
old
the stories that they're going to be telling, bro. Like, fuck.
The good old lucky dip child. Fucking hell.
Mate.
Call it what you will, bro. Call it what you will.
We need more baby daddy reveals in the world, not gender reveals.
Man, Jesus. I feel like we should be doing that, man. I think we should be like the Maury Povich of like Australian wrestling or Australian podcasting, where it's like we just bring on random people and like go get like tests done and be like, hey, man, you're done. You are the father. That is
Coyote, you are the father.
Damn.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Oh,
Guys, if
shit.
you're watching on Facebook or X/Twitter, make sure you jump over because we are ending there. Make sure you join us on YouTube and Twitch. If you're watching on Facebook and X, it is ending now, but we are still going live and we're going to continue to be live on YouTube and Twitch. But you know what? Let me ask
And
this.
then getting kicked off, same.
I want to ask this, bro, like to our live audience. This is a question for them. Like we've been talking about doing some extra style of content, not like OnlyFans content or anything like that. So settle down, alcoholic Adam. But like I think we need to do like true story after dark. And I'm thinking like we've been teasing and we've been talking. No, like we've been no, leave the shirt on, Sarge. Leave the shirt on. But I'm thinking we need to start like a Patreon. We need to really start like I don't know. Is anyone in our chat? Let us know. Would you guys pay for our Patreon? Like we'll put it at a reasonable price, maybe $4 a month, and we'll try and do extra content. Maybe get access to interviews early, or maybe whenever I'm recording the interviews, I can do them live on Patreon, and you guys can get to see them as they're happening. I don't know. Let us know in the chat.
What's a pain on?
It's where you take your shirt off and do the interview.
Oh, King.
A Patreon.
$5.99 a month.
Oh,
What are you painting Rhea on?
Oh, dude. I don't know, man. No, it's crazy, bro. But hey, man, maybe we start, bro. I'm thinking about starting an OnlyFans, man. I'll just sit there shirtless eating KFC, bro. I'm sure there's someone that wants to see a fucking dad bod, mate. Fucking god.
Mate, what do you mean? I just want Dominic Mysterio's job. Have a wife, a girlfriend, and a side chick at the same time. That's his job.
Pimping ain't easy, bro.
He's got to have a Pringles can for a cock, surely. Like, and I know it's gimmick. Just let me have this. Like, surely he's got to like. It's not like his wife's bad looking.
Nah, she's a hottie.
Yeah. Rio, I'm gonna, yeah. And Liv's good looking. Well, what's he got? Because the mullet's nothing.
Well,
he's got to be packing serious heat.
Did you see Monday Night Raw when like Liv was like doing these ones on Dom Mysterio? Like, mate, you tell me he wasn't fucking barred up to the fucking nines, bro. Like, if you tell me he wasn't, you're a fucking liar. And if he says he wasn't, bro, like, dude, I would have been like, man.
I'm taping that thing to the side of my leg before we go out, just in case.
What do you mean? I'm going to be that one going, oh, this isn't live, eh? Take two. We need another take.
Bro, I think there needs to be a wrestler called like Rock Hard.
Imagine having to go into your missus, and go, hey, listen, so something's happening at work, right?
Yeah.
So, you know the two chicks that all the marks carrying on are super hot? Well, I'm going to be floating between the two. Like, it's okay. Like,
I love
you get paid.
It's just work.
Like, it's just my work. It's just my work girlfriend and my work side piece. That's all it is. It's not serious.
But bro, you
means nothing. I promise.
You got to be a 20-something-year-old kid in that situation, just going like, "Fuck, I love my job." Like if I was him, I'd walk backstage and just go up to his dad, like, and just go, "I fucking love you, Dad. Thank you so much." This is fucking.
And Ray's cutting his inner Dolph. Ray's cutting his inner Dolph Ziggler promo. It should have been me.
Mate, I'd be in there. You want to pay me? What? I'm getting paid to do this. Oh, thank you, ladies. Yeah.
Here we go. How about this? We do the torture chamber on Patreon, where Torture has to sit there and watch shit matches.
I'd have a ball. I would have a fucking ball. You have no idea. There's one thing better in wrestling than good wrestling. It's fucking shit wrestling. And I'm all for it. My favorite match of all time is Joe Gomez versus Stephen Mongo McMichael. If you find it, it is one of the greatest things you will ever see in your life.
Well, dude, there's a lot of shit fucking feds in New South Wales alone that can keep you busy for a year.
Oh, I don't know. There was a lot of WCW pay-per-view. I remember watching one, and it was the one where they did Eddie versus Ray, and it was bloody one of the greatest matches I've ever seen.
Halloween Havoc.
And it was
Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, but it was followed by like the Nasty Boys versus the Public Enemy. And it was just followed by 3 or 4 absolute shit the beds. that I still sit here and watch to this day. So I just get so hyped. What a good match, and go, this is great. This is dog shit.
Mate, what was it? It was in WCW's final couple of pay-per-views where it was Mike Awesome versus Scott Steiner in a cage, in this round cage that kind of sat in the middle of the ring, which was maybe 10 feet, and trying to watch two big guys trying to work inside this tiny little ball. Like, it was ridiculous. Dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I don't think either Booker T, like anyone gives it credit how much of a stud that bloke was for them in the later eras. Like, he was like just a gem in a bunch of shit. Like, he was a fucking stud.
Oh, for real, man. And
Scott Steiner's the man. I can't get enough Scott Steiner. Like, put him in TNA. I will subscribe to TNA just so I can sit there and watch copious amounts of Scott Steiner.
Well, do you know he was banned from WWE Hall of Fame when Hulk Hogan got inducted? They had photos of him because he was like, I'm going to fucking kill Hulk Hogan.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I remember seeing the news on the dirt sheets about it. I'm like, fucking pop.
You ever hear the story of, I think it was Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows when they seen Honky Tonk at one of the Hall of Fame after parties or some shit?
Nah, what happened?
Oh, bloody Honky Tonk's sitting there on his own. No one's talking to him. He's going, sour old fuck. And bloody, they've turned around and said, fuck this. We're going to go and fucking stir him up. So they rocked over there and they're like, oh, look at the catering. What a spread, eh, Honky? And he fucking, without batting an eyelid, just turns around and just goes, it's coming out of your paycheck, you fucking mark. And just keeps drinking by himself.
Bro, I feel like Gallows and Anderson would be two guys that would just be absolutely fucking crackers to fucking drink. I feel like they're the last of the old school fucking guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they fit like they probably be two cunts that have fit in here relatively like fucking easy.
We should get them.
They've gone sober now as well, FYI.
No.
Yeah.
That's the world I don't want to live in.
Yeah, they've gone sober.
No, they haven't. Don't do that to me.
No, I'm sorry, bro. But yeah.
Yeah, they've stopped drinking alcohol, but they've increased smoking weed and taking Molly.
Yes.
Is Scott Steiner still on gear?
Well,
I don't know, bro.
I think his body is just made up of gear now.
Okay, then that's okay. We'll be all right. We'll be all right then. Things are semi-normal.
He doesn't inject anymore. It's just blood transfusions.
Well,
dude, apparently Zuzu said there's a story where Scott Steiner shoved a pencil up a smaller wrestler's ass as a rib. Bro, that's not a rib. That's a sexual assault.
No, he meant he put the pen up there till it hit a rib. That's what he actually meant.
Dude. Oh, fuck.
Oh, I love Scotty.
Talking about fucking wild lunatics, you see the shit that's been going on with Donald Trump?
Ooh.
No, but I'm sure it's going to be great.
The first U.S. president to get convicted of, 36 counts?
34.
34
what the
counts.
Fuck did he do?
He used company funds to pay off Stormy Daniels to keep a fucking mouth shut. Not during the sex, but afterwards. Not talking about it, I mean. Like, he wanted her mouth open during the sex. I'm pretty sure. Like, fucking
So he shot the Vinnie Mac?
Pretty much, yeah.
But
he's actually getting... Well, that's in behind an NDA.
Ah, Chris Jericho's teaching them well.
Do you, like, man, a convicted felon is going to be the president of the United States of America. Do you know how fucking gangster that shit is? Like, honestly, that is the most fucking gangster fucking shit I've ever heard.
And I think I saw something along. I saw something along the lines of when he goes into prison 2 days later, he's up for selection to become president of the United States.
Oh my
and there's
God,
still a chance he could get selected.
He can give his fucking presidential speech from the fucking courtyard. Let's go. I
want to see him wearing. I want to see him wearing a Department of Corrections fucking jumpsuit.
This is my own amusement now. Like, you have, instead of having all the people in suits, you got all the motherfuckers in jumpsuits with like shanks and shit sitting like this, all stores behind him. I'm
Oh,
making all
God.
cigarettes illegal to come into prison.
Bro, Achilles says he was at a show where one of the boys put a fish in another fella's bag. The other fella apparently has a fish phobia. It was hilarious. I'm with Tobias and his legend. Was that you? Was that you? Wait. You have a fish phobia?
No, I put the fish in the guy's bag.
Who is the guy?
I'll tell you later.
Is he still in the game? Please tell me it's Zuko.
No, I wish it was. But
I'm not game enough to rib Zuko, he comes across too intelligent. I just feel like he's going to be one of them cats that gets me when I'm not seeing.
He'll get, 100% he will. Like 5 minutes before I was supposed to get, like 10 minutes before I was supposed to go out, I hadn't put my singlet on yet. I'm going, where the fuck is my singlet? I'm looking all over the shop for it backstage, and Rob hit it. Like literally, like the guy who I was wrestling, his music had hit and he was on his way out, and I'm like, where the fuck? And then he handed it to me last minute.
Oh, that is
Dapto dog track.
The Dapto dish lickers.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so good.
Oh no, the swooper has arrived.
Oh god.
Let's go.
Bring out the swooper.
Bring out the swooper. I feel like Swooper should have a segment on the podcast. Maybe
Mate,
Swooper.
I remember I got a killer beauty. I rang him up, besides a podcast when he did Juice Wants a Wife. That was amazing. Yeah. I got him a bloody beauty. I remember telling him it was for an AWF show. And he was running late. And I said, man, you wouldn't believe it, eh? I said, the venue's like, said we got to be out by a certain time. We're starting an hour early. And I had him convinced to the point at red lights and that he's stopping, he's getting into his gear, like the whole sorts. He gets there, we're still doing ring crew.
Massive pop.
But he got me back. We were going to Newcastle and I was like 20 minutes away from there. And he goes, man, you wouldn't believe it. Your opponent pulled out. We've now got you a wrestler I won't name that you don't like. It's a hardcore match. He's going over. Like, you're just going to have to eat a shit can. And I've just lost it. I went livid. I drove an hour and a half. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. I'm not doing a hardcore. I'm not doing that. Not doing it like I'm storming into this room. Next person's not there. Like I was red to the fucking gills. Poor Trauma heard it for another 20 minutes till we got to Maitland. And we get there. I'm like, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, Donald Trump says, put some respect on my name. The Sarge would have done the same thing to the porn star. Guys, this, you know what, boys? We have been going for an hour. This shit has been going on. This has been actually a really fun episode because I feel like we've just gone over it. Yeah, this has been wild. But it's crazy. Yeah, so let's I forgot I haven't shit on anyone in Australian wrestling.
Before you do that, do we need to address our sponsors or something before we get taken off the internet?
Yeah, let's give our sponsors a shout before they cancel us. First up is Jericho Australia. Guys, listen, if you have a beard or know someone with a beard, let's face it, everyone does these days, have a beard or know someone that has a beard, you need to go and check out a Jericho Australia. Link is in the description. They have all your beard care products taken care of. They've got beard butters, beard balms, oils, shampoos, brushes, you name it. Go and check out Jericho Australia. Use that promo code True Story. That's TRUESTORY for 15% off your final order every single time. Also, make sure you go and check out Jack's Jerky, Jack's Black Label Fine Foods, the premium beef jerky out there and the only jerky any of us here on True Story Thursdays eat. Make sure you go and check him out. It is made from 100% Australian beef with the finest herbs and spices. I'm about to go crack a chili one because I'm starving, boys. I haven't eaten any dinner, but use that promo code True Story for 15% off every single order. Go and get to ordering now. Every little bit that comes to us goes back into growing this podcast and making it more amazing for all of you. But okay, so I've got to shit on someone in Australian wrestling.
Or
or
do you have some news that there could be some changes next week?
yeah, quite actually, I'm going to be gone next week. I'm not going to be on the show. I'm not going to be here. Well, I might, maybe. No, I'm probably not going to be here. So
Is that a promise?
I am handing the reins over to you fucking lunatics for one night only. There will be no Piers Austin
We'll be good.
on True Story Thursdays.
I'm taking my shirt off.
We'll be good. We won't get you in trouble. We promise. It'll be nice, calm. We will just talk normally. There'll be nothing to worry about, boss. It'll be fine.
You
Everything
better
fine and
better
dandy.
not fucking do that shit. Don't fucking sit there and become one of those woke fucking women bitches.
No. We're
No,
not going to do
No
anything.
snowflake shit.
We're still going to be asked, but I'm just saying nothing that's going to get you in trouble with YouTube.
No.
It'll be just normal. We won't go batshit crazy. We promise.
Nah, it'll be it'll be fine.
Yeah,
What's
it'll
the
be
worst
fine.
that can happen?
That's
The
it.
inmates
What's the
are
worst
taking
gonna
over the asylum. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are like a juiced foreskin. We are off. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.